So in its simplest form, we've got to remember that transport takes goods and services, people and products to markets, to homes, to business, etc. And without a good quality, high quality transport mechanism, our productivity is lower than it ever should be. And if you look at history, it tells us that over the last 20, 30, 40 years, the lack of investment in transport mechanisms, in quality transport mechanisms in the northwest of England, has kept our productivity at a low level, below average in many cases. So I think it's a time for leadership. And we are seeing leadership in both the private and the public sector. Leadership which sets out the strategic importance of transport, the strategic priorities of both projects and places where transport can really have a major and serious impact on our productivity across the northwest. And it's a time for leadership for the business voice to step up and say that the strategy for transport is hugely important to their businesses and their own economic wealth and prosperity. So in the Northwest Business Leadership Team, that's a place where we should be. We are leaders. We should be stepping up to have a solid, communicated, well thought through strategic voice around transport, because it impacts on our family lives, it impacts on our businesses, and therefore impacts on how people view the northwest of England. There's a lot of commitment out there from the government at the moment in transport programmes for the northwest. We need to hold the government to account for those, to encourage them that they are doing the right thing in many cases, to encourage them that there are more projects to go, and crucially to have an integrated transport policy, a policy that links the customer at the heart of transport. That, at the end of the day, is what businesses do for their customers, and we in the Northwest Business Leadership Team need to ensure that we have a strategy for transport for the Northwest that does exactly that, put the voice of the customer at the heart of a transport policy.